we can talk about, I will go quickly because our main focus here is to do contribution. So communication, there are two-way communication can be possible throughout the day: Zoom communication and Slack communication. Zoom communication is for the morning session, and we will do two demo sessions. One is afternoon demo session and one is evening demo session. And anytime you need any help and you cannot solve that help with the help of our volunteer or maintainer team, at that time you can join Zoom meeting, and over there one of our maintainer or volunteer can help you. And we have a limit of 300 people in a Zoom. So if you are not able to connect Zoom, then we will share the Facebook Live or YouTube Live URL also in our Slack channel, so you can join through there also. Um, Throughout the day we will do a Slack communication because everyone is working from home, so internet speed, there may be a bandwidth issue or limited data. So because of that, throughout the day we will join community engineering Slack channel, and in that specific we will join event DMCD India. So all the conversation throughout the day is going to happen there. And if you wanted to know in detail that which are the projects and everything, then you can find on this agenda page that which channel you require to join and what are the help or what are the questions maybe you can ask over there. And the maintainer team and volunteer is available throughout the day. So if you need any help, you can ask over there that I need help, and someone from our team will definitely reach out to you. So feel free to reach out to any organizer. If you are talking into Slack channel and still you are not getting any information, then you can reach out to any organizer. Maybe whatever city you have selected, that it doesn't matter, but reach out to even organizer also that you need help. You do not know how to clone, or you do not know how to create a pull request, or you are getting some error, then definitely you can reach out. This is first time we are trying to manage 400 plus people remotely, so there may be chances that something maybe we cannot organize properly. So support from everyone is appreciated. So don't feel you have any suggestions, share that, but ultimately we have to make this event successful. We have some prizes also. So these are the some prizes: Mesh to TV license, JetBrains license from the JetBrains, Mesh to TV is from the Nitansi. There are Amazon voucher from the different companies: Matchcomp, Adobe, Codilar, and power charges from Techis India. And there are many more prizes still. Multiple organizations are deciding today. So by afternoon session or by evening, we will be having more prizes also. And I would like to thank you because we have started this conversation from February. Due to COVID and everything, we we have postponed, and finally we are on the event day. So these are the organizer. We did multiple call, Slack communication, and define some rules and marketing, and finally we are on event day with 488 registration. So I would like to shout out to all the organizers who have done hard work to make this event. And I would like to do special thanks to not organizer, but Vikrant Sukla and Manish Mittal. Both of them have helped, not as organize. I mean, like they are not representing any city, but through marketing and for the event planning and over there, they have also helped us a lot. So I would like to thank you them also. So let's contribute and make a new contribution record with the power of our Magento community in India. And now I'm handing over to Stanislav from the Austin office. He's going to share us about how to contribute and some are the standard steps we require to follow. So over to you, Stanislav.
Thank you, Vijay. Yeah, hi guys. I'm happy to see you all. I hope you're all safe in this difficult time. So yeah, let's like take a look on short presentation, how to do the contributions, and maybe you will have like less questions after such presentation. So let me share my screen. To join the community engineering Slack workspace, if you are not there, it's pretty easy. You just need to proceed to the URL magento.com and slack.com, or you can easily use link to join. It's open source magento.com/slack. And channel for the event, it's event DMCD India. So you can also use the QR code to like fast travel to this website. So let's go through the process of the contribution. We have like several steps to walk through. It's first of the step, it's pick up an issue and like read the description and if you're going to fix it. The next step is fork the target Git repository. For example, it's Magento 2 repository, like the main core source for the Magento 2. The next step is clone the fork to your development machine. And the next step is actually like find the solution for the bug, for the issue, resolve it and fix and commit the solution. And like one of the latest steps is create the pull request with your solution. It's really a good idea to describe in the pull request how the issue was fixed, like step to the reproduce of this issue, or you may link you may add the link to the issue to the pull request description. And the latest steps, it's just make sure that all builds will pass. It may take a time because we have like a lot of tests, automated tests there. So it's approximately 2 hours to complete all the tests. So let's go through each step like in details. The first step is pick up an issue, and it's really important how to find these issues. It's a really easy step how to find appropriate issue for the fix. Is proceed to the project tabs on the Magento 2 repository and check the backlog project on this repository. Once you will get there, it's really important to filter the issues by the priority. Let me explain why this is important. We are focused on the fixing the most critical and important issues for the Magento. We are continuously triaging our backlog and applying the priorities for each issue in our backlog. So the most high priority for the issue is P0. It's like something really critical, something like blocking the flow, is some critical errors and so on. And P1 and P2 is less critical, but still it's very important issues for the Magento. So how to filter that? You just need to put the filter by the label on the backlog board. For example, you want, as you see on the screen, you may filter by the priority P2, and you will see all the issues with such priority, and you can easily pick up one for the fixing. So the next step is assign the issue to yourself and start working on it. It's pretty easy to do. If you are not in the Magento organization, you need to like get invite and accept this invite to the Magento organization, and you just need to place a comment with hashtag DMCD India 2020, and our automated tool will provide the invite for you and the link to this invite, and you just need to push the button on the GitHub and accept this invitation. The next step is actually assign this issue to yourself. By default, Magento will not provide the ability to assign the issue to yourself, and what you need to do, just left a comment, Magento, I'm working on it. And our automated tool will automatically assign you to this issue that will indicate that you are working on this issue. The next step, once you pick up the issue to the fix, you will need to fork the Magento 2 repository. to your own fork and clone this fork to the development machine. It's like one of the easiest steps how to fork the repository. You just need to push the button fork in the head of the repository page, and like in 1 or 2 minutes, you will have their own fork in your organization, in your like own space. The next step, how to clone your fork repository to your local development machine, is also just a few console commands. You just need to clone this repository to your local machine and check out appropriate branch to work with. Once you found the solution for the issue, you need to commit and push the solution to the repository. So you just need to pick up appropriate commit message for the solution. Like generally, we are using commit message pattern like Magento / Magento 2 and issue number, and maybe like short description after issue that you mentioned, and that's it. Also, we have really good resources to check. It's Magento 2 technical guidelines that will explain how to properly find the fix, how to properly find the solution for the issue, and so on. Also, all the solutions should be developed according to our backward compatibility policy. I also recommend to check this policy and provide solution according to it. And also Magento definition not done provides all rules and step-by-step instructions what should be done to complete the contribution and proceed with the delivery of this contribution. So it's like 3 most important documents that you probably should check before starting the fixing the issue and processing with the pull request. So the next step, how to create the pull request. You need to push the button new pull request on the head of the repository on the pull request page, and like GitHub guide will help you how to create this pull request in the GitHub. And also after you will submit the pull request, it's worth to share the link to this pull request in the Slack channel, and someone from our team will take a look on it, like provide you feedback and so on. So it's better to communicate it and proceed with the review and delivery. Also, like the last but one of the important steps, it's ensure that all the tests will pass. We have automated checks on the GitHub that will indicate the build status for each pull request and all the changes. And it's really important to have all the check passed to proceed with the delivery. If some of the builds will fail, you may push on the details link, and you will see like all the logs, all the details of the failure that will help you to fix this test or functionality that was broken by the fix. The next one, most important, like one of the important topic is QA contribution. We also provide ability for quality engineers to contribute to the Magento by verification of the issues on the GitHub. And we have few steps how to verify the issue on the GitHub. And first of it, like one of the most important is just let us know your GitHub ID, and we will add you to corresponded GitHub team to have an ability to verify the issues. And we have next steps. You also like for the development, you will need to pick up the issue. For the verification, you need to self-assign to this issue that will indicate that you are working on it. Also, once you picked up the issue, you need to go through the checklist and verify that issue, like have all required standards, all required steps to reproduce, and so on. And the last step is actually confirm the issue or request updates from the reporter if we need any. And let's go through each step in details. It's the same backlog as it was mentioned previously. You just need to take a look on the first column on that called ready for grooming, and you will see all unconfirmed issues that should be verified and confirmed. Once you picked the issue, it's like the same process how to assign the issue on yourself. It's just select a comment, Magento, I'm working on it, and automated tool will automatically assign the issue to you. Also, once you will assign the issue, you will the automated tool will provide the detailed instruction how to what need to be checked in the issue and how to proceed with it. And one of the important steps, we have automated tools that can provide instances for the Magento that provides ability to verify issues, and you don't need to install Magento locally. By placing the simple command like Magento give me to for develop instance, automated tool will provide the link to the instance and credentials, how to log into the admin panel of this instance and proceed with the verification. After the issue was verified, it's worth to add some labels that will provide information about the versions where the issue was reproduced. And also, it's worth to add event DMCD India 2020 to the issue to indicate this issue was verified during the event. And we will have ability to collect some statistic after the event. I believe that's it from my side. So once again, join the Slack workspace, join the Slack channel of the event, and if you will have any question, so feel free to ask anyone from our team. In a few hours, guys from our team from the community engineering, Sergey and Gabriel will join you and will provide any support. We'll answer any question if you have one. So thank you, guys.
My name is Gabriel. I work with Sergey and the other guys on community engineering team from Magento. And I've joined the team recently, like 6 months ago. And I'm here today to give you some tips on how to be productive on Magento community contributions. So some of the things that I'm going to say today, probably you guys know, but I think it's nice to reinforce for new joiners that are starting on this contribution world, which is always appreciated. So yeah, let's go through this, and if you have any questions, you can interrupt me anytime, or we can have like a little bit of discussion later after the presentation. Feel free to interrupt me if you need it. Okay, very quickly about me. So as said previously, I'm working on the Magento community engineering team. I have about 10 years of software development experience. I'm really passionate about coding, sharing experiences with other people and discussing topics, learning. I think that's it's very important, and it's very nice that I have this opportunity to be working with such a big community, always learn new things. Also really likes to hang out on pubs, but not during a pandemic, so we have to wait a little bit to get back to that routine. I'm from Brazil originally. I've been living in Dublin in Ireland for 4 years now. And yeah, it's been great. Really like Ireland, amazing country. And you can find me on GitHub with that handle and Twitter as well. So if you want to get in touch, send a message, feel free, or any questions, anything, happy to engage with you guys. So first tip, be as clear as possible. It sounds like quite, how can I say, I don't know, obvious, let's say, but it's one of the most important things that we can do when we are contributing. It's to be clear, be descriptive, and express your thoughts on your pull request and or on your issue that you are reporting. And so everything that you do there is publicly available. So it is important that the person that's gonna read that, even if it's not like from our team, it's not maintainers or a person that may have the same problem that you have. First, it's important that they be able to read, understand your thoughts, and that will help us to process and other people also to engage on your contribution, on your pull request, or on your issue. For example, if you put like a proper description, people will search on our backlog and may find the issue that they're having, and it may be the same that you are having, or like a pull request the same. So it will help people to engage and maybe give you some tips, maybe share more information about the problem that they're having, and that may help the community to solve the problem. So um, that's really important. It speeds up the process because from reviewing a pull request or an issue, if it's clear, if we can reproduce the issue straight away, if the pull request, for example, it does some changes on, I don't know, database queries that are not really like looking at it's not obvious why that change was made. If your description actually explains why that was done for us, there's no need for that back and forward where we go and have to request like the person that creates the PR, why was that done? Is that really required? What's the thinking behind this change? So by us not having to do this back and forth, which we appreciate, there's no problem with that, but it's always good to be productive. So it's something that helps us to process quicker issues and pull requests, and also incentivize people to discuss the solution and propose improvements like I mentioned before, because other people may have the same issue or a similar issue that may be related to the one that you are reporting or working on. So yeah, we know that it's not always that easy to express yourself and like explain everything that you are thinking, but do your best, be respectful, and I'm sure other people will appreciate and will engage with you on whatever contribution you are doing. So I think that's very important for us. Yeah, focus on impactful issues. Cool. So as you guys may know, our community is big, and with big powers comes big responsibilities. So as a result of such engaged community, we have an extensive backlog to work with. As you guys know, like the number of the issues that we have on the platform at the moment, it's quite big. And some of them are really important. Some of them are like old issues that are like just sitting there and we need to do like a kind of a cleanup on that. And there's more things that we'll mention coming on that. So because of this huge backlog, it's important for us to be productive and impactful. So we triage and prioritize our issues. So that allows you and us as well to focus our efforts on issues that bring the most value for you and for the community and for Magento as well. So we consider high priority issues, the ones that have labels priority P0, P1, and P2. Okay. So from our perspective and from maintainers' perspective, we focus on those high priority issues. So as a result of this focus from us, they will be delivered faster than the others, like P3 and P4, which are low priority. So by working on these high priority issues during the contribution day, you may be rewarded with prizes. So it's like I don't know, an incentive for you guys to work on those issues because it is important for us. And obviously, it's not just us who define that priorities. You guys can be part of that too. So we have our community triage meetings, which is on the community calendar on the community portal. So you guys can go there and check out exactly the time zones. For our time zone here, it happens at Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Dublin time. So we just need to make that conversion. But yeah, we incentivize you to come to these meetings. We are discussing issues that are in the backlog, and you guys can participate. You guys can come, bring your issue if you feel like this is very important. It should be discussed. It should be fixed, and we can discuss the issue. We can put a priority on it, and yeah, you can bring up what matters for you, and it will definitely be considered, and it will definitely be worked on. So it's a process that aim to help you, the contributors that are working on pull requests, because like it's a big backlog, so we need to kind of have like a segregation. And it also people that have the issues that can bring up, and we can prioritize the issues that are relevant for you. So I think it's on both sides, and it's important for us to focus and be more as impactful as possible. Very very also obvious one, but I think it's very nice to mention, and I think we have loads of very nice information on that. It's the DevDocs. So Magento is one of the best e-commerce platforms on the market at the moment, and it has been for quite a while. So quality is very important for us, and to keep this quality up, and to keep delivering good features, and for you, for the community, it's important to follow all our guides. You can find like a lot of details on Conti Standards link, on Magento definition of done, which will highlight some topics like PRs must be covered with tests and other topics that are important, and backward compatible development, where you guys, some of you are aware, but like there are some changes that we cannot make, or we should make in a specific way to avoid problems for you guys that will upgrade your Magento instances to the next version. And by doing backward compatible development, it's just not going to be a headache for you, because you're going to be able to upgrade without having to like having concerns that something will break. So that's important. And you can find much more details on the DevDocs. There's loads of content there. And we also incentivize you to contribute to DevDocs. So you can go to Magento DevDocs repository. If you feel something is missing from the docs, if you feel that, I don't know, something is wrong, which is also possible, you can go there. The DevDocs community is quite engaging. They have really nice contributors and maintainers there. So feel free to go there, appreciate their work, and maybe even contribute to something. Yeah, that's a very nice community that also it is important for us and for you guys to engage as well together with them, with us actually. And the last tip, it's the Magento Contributor Assistant. So this is a very helpful feature that we have on our GitHub repositories, which is it's a comment that you it's a comment that you put on a pull request or issues, and you will get an instance. It will allow you to test issues or even pull requests that other guys are creating, or even your own if you wish. So for example, you can also use Magento. I'm working on this. So what it will do, this integration will just assign the issue or the pull request to yourself, and then you can start working on that issue. If you type Magento, give me a 2.4 developed instance in an issue, that will trigger our bot, and then we will start deploying a new instance with 2.4 developed, which is the version that we are currently working on. And we'll provide you the details for the front end and the back end with admin access. So you will be able to test an issue and validate if the issue is actually real or if there's something that's not mentioned on the issue. Now, if we're working on a pull request and you want to validate a fix, or even if it's your pull request and so on, you can type Magento, give me a test instance. So that will trigger our bot. Basically, the same thing will happen, but the difference is the instance will be built based on the pull request code, not the clean vanilla Magento installation. So you can use those two commands. One, it's more relevant, or like it could be used more often on issues, which is the first one. And the second one, it may be more relevant for pull requests. It's not actually usable on issues. You can find more information on the link below that is specifically for these features. It's also in DevDocs. And there's some new features coming. So they are already working, but we are in a process to deliver the documentation for these new features. But if you feel that is necessary, if you feel that you guys need, you can use these new features. So I'm gonna be explaining some of them for you. So basically they are additions to the previous comments that I just mentioned. How it works is basically the first one is with addition. So Magento give me a 2.4 develop instance with addition, and then you can request EE or B2B. So basically you would do the same, but the difference is that it's gonna add on top of that instance the EE modules, and if you request the B2B modules. That may be relevant for actually loads of issues. If you have like a pull request that aims to fix a problem on the Magento open source, but also on Magento Commerce, you may need to test that with a EE instance. So that can be quite relevant, right? Also, we have another functionality which is a little bit more specific, let's say, that maybe people won't need that often, but it may be useful, which is with env or with environment. That will allow you to deploy instances with specific versions of PHP, Elasticsearch, and or in this case, you can choose actually the database engine that you will have on your instance. So let's go through this and break down this command, okay? So Magento gave me a 2.4 develop instance with env, and now it starts the versions. So PHP, and then you can request PHP version. Then you have search engine, you specify Elasticsearch, and then the Elasticsearch version. And then as to finish up their database, now you can select MySQL or MariaDB, and then the version of the database engine that you guys selected, and then you can just request that. And the instance will be built based on those versions. Moving on, so you can request some additional modules on that instance that are not like installed by default from our repositories. So Magento give me a 2.4 develop instance with extensions. And then you have to specify the organization of that extension, in this case, Magento, and then the repository name. And if you wish, you can put a column there and specify which branch you want that extension to be installed from, okay? And then you can specify more than one extension using comma. And to finalize, you can also remove some extensions that for some reason you feel that are not relevant, or you want to test something without that extension just to see how it behaves, for example, to test modularity, something like that. So you can just use Magento, give me a 2.4 develop instance without extensions. And then you can just, it's the same process as the previous command. So you just put the organization and the name of the repository that you want the extension to not be installed. These are valid for extensions that are outside the main repository. So you won't be able to remove extensions that are already on the main repository. So as an example there, you could deploy an instance without the Magento Adobe Stock integration module if you wish. So all of these commands, they are very specific. So if you see the need for using them, feel free. They're publicly available. You will be able to. If there's no need, there's no need. So you can just use the comments that I mentioned in the previous slide. They're more general and they're probably more relevant for you. So yeah, feel free to try it out. We will have documentation, as I mentioned, on these features being delivered soon. So probably next week it will be on the DevDocs, same link that was provided on the previous slides. So yeah, feel free to check it out. And if you want to try it out today, also feel free to do so. And that's pretty much it. I think these are like what is most important for us from community engineering team, where like will help us to process your PRs. It will help you to actually get information whenever, like whatever you need, and also like to test your pull request and so on. So yeah, thanks very much for your time and happy to answer any questions if you guys have.
Yeah, I think we can start the demo session now. So Sergey, you wanted to share something before the demo session?
Oh, well, actually no, because I'm really interested to see the demo session. So looking forward to it.
Yeah. We wanted to start with the demo.
Yes, so as usual, if some of you guys have been to the contribution day, this real contribution day or previous distributed contribution day, I think we had the same at the online contributions day before. Basically to like simply contributing to Magento 2 maybe not so rewarding as showing what you have done, showing what you contributed. And as well, we'll need the demonstration of your pull request to identify who is going to receive the prize. So take this opportunity to show your pull request to your contribution. I can demo the functionality implemented to just go through pull request.
Hi. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
This is Sanjay
Hello.
from DevMatch.
Yes, Sanjay, go ahead.
Yes. So this is the issue, right? In the single store mode, incorrect scope values using a store convert catalog section. So what I did in this, first I show in the front end what I did all the steps and precondition and all the things expect. Then I open the front end. Here is the issue. This is the pagination. Pagination is not working the based on the single store mode. So first what I did, first I get where is the file path that this is coming, right? So I open this file, means the PHTML file. This is the file, the limiter.phtml. So now I am in this file and I find this function. Here is the function from where the limits are coming, right? So I just open this function from this block. Block is a toolbar.php. Again from this file, I got another function, get available limits using the product list helper. So I going in this product list helper and I got this function and I show that okay, this is the issue. From this function, this issue is occurs. So just I update my code from here based on the requirement. I get some store configuration based on store default configuration and check This is the things. The single store mode is enabled or not. If it is enabled, then I have said it is true. Otherwise, I have written it is false. So this is the thing that I have done, and I got my solution. Yeah, that is the thing that I have done.
Can you
Thank you.
share first the error and then share that result which you fixed at? That will be helpful.
Okay, sure. Just a minute.
Just revert back the code at first and show the error, and again implement the code and show the result.
Okay, sure. First, what happened? First, the code was like this. Based on this configuration, this is the code, right? So what happened? If multi-store is enabled, right? Then the configuration should be get from here 20, 40, and 46. If configuration of a single store mode is disabled, then based on the default store view, the configuration will come for 1619. Let me show you errors. See, this is my configuration 40, 60, and 90. If multi-store is enabled, right, then it is okay. But if single store mode is enabled, then the configuration should take from here 20, 40, and 60. But it is not happening in current case, right? Let me do one time caching again so that all you got proper idea. See, same here showing the default store view, but right now the single store mode is enabled. So the configuration should get from here.
So it is
So
taking
what
store
I
wise,
did,
right? So you will
yeah.
store.
So what I did,
Mhm.
yeah, because default store is not visible because it is a single store. So I just check here the things related to the single store, and I just enable my code. So I will get the output, and I just add this scope here. Now doing some caching. So now it should come the 20, 24, and 60 after doing refresh. Yeah. See, this is the configuration 20, 40, and 60, right? So these things I am doing. I am did sorry. Yeah, that's it.
Nice, Sanjay. Yeah, thanks, Sarji.
Well, thank
Okay.
you. Well done.
Okay. Thank you.
Cheers.
Any question on this?
Or sorry, object. We are actually not having the input types or input as itself. Okay. So in the type hinting in the PHP storm for myself, I was getting that the data you want to set is not allowed on this particular method. Okay. Because all the methods in the we're missing the input types and in the it's missing the input itself. Okay. So I added all the input types, as you can see, percentage, float, and float amount, and price, everything. Okay.
Sorry, are you Milind sharing a screen? I cannot see the screen.
Okay. Sorry, I am sharing, but why it's not showing? 1 minute. Oh, now we can see, right?
Yes, now we can see.
I cannot minimize this file. Okay, so the issue was very small, like doc string was incorrect. Okay, so what happens is the PHP strong or any ID which we use picks up the methods definition from this particular doc string, class doc string itself. So each certain method do not have the input type. Okay, so whenever somebody wants to do any custom change or set the data in the total collector or somewhere, okay, it was showing that this is not allowed as the method do not accept the input value. So just for the sake of type hinting, I corrected the doc strings, okay, and raised this small PR, okay. And there's another PR I'm working on, so which I'll push later, okay. That was the change.
Okay, yeah.
Thanks. Looks like a good warm up pull request before your next pair.
Thank you, Sergi.
Anyone else wanted to say the demo? If you cannot share your screen, you can just speak about what you have done. That will also work.
Vijay, should we mention that we are rewarding the demo at pull, the people who demoed the pull request with the vouchers?
Yeah, every demo will get the 1,000 INR Amazon voucher.
Wow. I think Shikha also completed that one PR.
Yeah, I can see there are 7 or 8 PRs. So Sikha, there is a one from Gaurav Agrawal, Vikalp, Surbi.
Yeah, I fixed this issue. There is the issue when we add multiple products, when we adding more products more than 20, we got a page change widget on 1 minute. I'm sorry. Yeah, we got this page change widget here, and when we add more than 20 products, we got an issue That's he count the products of bundle sub items or configurable sub items. When I added 25 items here, product is showing total items of 38. For fixing this issue, made I add a filter in a collection. I added parent item filter collection in this, and we we got fixed this issue. But currently no one is assigned on this. If someone check that is this correct solution or not. If there is a problem this solution, then I can add some another solution. If someone can check this PR.
Yeah, I'm reviewing it. We'll provide you feedback after the session,
Yeah.
I guess,
Yeah.
when I will have some time to type.
Thank you, Sergi.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks.
you.
Thanks.
I think Geeta also in this call. She's in mute, I think. Yes, Vijay, what should we do?
I think we can start a contribution maybe 2 more hours, and then after we can start our demo session around 4:30 p.m. Sure.
Perfect.
And anyone wants to like keep on this call, they can continue, and they can ask any questions related to pull request, or when they're working on a pull request. I think Sergey and Gabriel is also available in this call. Okay.
Yes, and guys, prepare your.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I've created 2 pull requests for now. So the latest one I have created is basically a random behavior at Magento backend while creating a product and an attribute. So here is the actual error. What is that? Like while anyone is trying to create a product, and on product form, if we try to add attribute, so the first time, if we will click on create new attribute, and close it. So at second time, if we will click on that, so there will be some JS errors. So the product form will not be open. So if it closes it and just click next time, so fortunately it is open, and if we save it, so there is a random behavior that it goes to Magento front end. So what I have done for this, basically there was some error related to JS. There was used as a split functionality, but I consoled it and I got that the value there is in object. So the split is not working there. So for that I have added the check for its type. So the first issue is fixed, like there is no blank page now. But the second one, I'm not able to reproduce once this is fixed. Like if you are not getting the blank page, and then I also tried to save the attribute, so it is not redirecting to front end. But it means like the both issues are fixed with that particular check. I also tried it on test instance, but test instance is not deploying right now for that particular issue. So I will check on the test instance also. I've checked the unit test. Unit test is not failing right now. So if there will be any, I will update those. Also, I have created one more pull request for coupon code has been accepted. So here the basic issue was that like while creating a order from Magento backend, if we are applying any coupon code for that particular order, then there is a message like the coupon code is has been accepted. But if you are removing the coupon code, that error message should be removed. That is the actual result is posted on that particular issue. So I worked on that particular thing. I have added a condition in the JS in the create script.js where earlier there was condition that if there is message like if the response for the message and it has the response, then only it will update that particular text. So if there won't be any error, if there is not any message related to that particular response, so that area will not be updated. So I have just updated it like whether there will be any message or not, it should be updated. But I have got reviews for this pull request that the actual behavior should be different. That should be similar to what we have in Magento front end. That is like uh, whenever the coupon code is removed, the error message should be removed. There should be error message like that the coupon code has been removed. So I have prepared the changes and I will update that particular issue. Apart from this, I've also got the review that I should add the MFTF test for remove remove scenario. So I'm also preparing that. Hopefully, I will try to update the changes by EOD. That's all from my side.
That's perfect, Shika. Thank you.
Great work. Yeah. Thank you,
Thank you.
Shika.
Add any or condition with the APIs, and it's very old issue, and so I have created some logic with the code, and I have only used this only one file. So currently I have not any prepare any test cases. I think there is not any related issue with the test cases. So let's hope it's complete. Currently it is on pending status. All functioning test is pending status. So let's see what the issue with the any test cases.
Okay. Are you sharing your screen to show that?
Yeah, sure.
Just to make sure I understood you correctly, do you need the test case created for the issue, or you mean that it's just in progress?
Yes, sir. It's main major because of this functionality is very major to affected on all the APIs. You can see my screen.
Yes.
Yes. I have just changed in one file. And the test case is in progress. So let's hope it's completed with the valuable result.
One thing that I'd like to mention, guys, so the tests, they are not triggered automatically when you create the pull requests anymore. So it is important to write down at Magento, run all tests. That will trigger the test suite. As you can see there, it's written expected just
Yes.
besides each test. So it's not in progress. So it's important
Okay.
to write down. I can trigger that one for you, no problem. So, but just be aware, we need to trigger the test on PRs manually.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just in case you need to like have several commits, so then cover the pull request with tests, and only then you can launch the tests. Like if you don't need multiple runs, like you can control how many test runs you need, and basically which builds to run, because you can type as well Magento run and copy the build name that you need. Like just Magento run unit tests, and only unit tests will be executed. It's much more flexible in this case.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good. If we don't have any other volunteers for the demo right now, I'll stop the recording. Oh, actually, I will pause.
The second page here. If I'm deleting the first option, it is giving me the one JS error here. Okay, if I'm saving this product, it will be delete all the option of the second page. There are two options on the second page. Now, if you see that, it is no option on the second page. So basically, I fixed that issue. Let's example, I'm adding here option. Okay, now I added that two option again. Yeah, now I'm applying my pages. This is that. Yeah, I think this is that. Now I'm now you can see no JS error on removing that, and after saving, second page still showing and one option is still there. This is fixed. I did that. Now another is that regarding the product review, whenever you go to the edit page, here it is showing JS error. Here is that issue. Event observer error while editing that page here. So I fixed that. Let me show that issue. Here you can see that error. So that error, I fixed that. Showing the wrong branch. So basically I copy the whatever I changed, did that. Here you can see no error now, and also the store changes is works now. Yeah, that board pull request, I submit that. That's it from my end.
Cool, thank you.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. So the issue was when we add the product. So here is when we add the product into the cart, and after that go to the cart page and do the checkout with the multi-shipping address. Okay, now back to the shopping cart. Now update the quantity. And here you can see the subtotal does not change after update the shopping cart. So this was the issue, and let me show the demo with the fix issue. Okay, so again I am add the product into the cart. On the cart page, check out with the multi-shipping address and back to the shopping cart, and now update the quantity. And now you can see the subtotal is correct. That's all from my side.
Very nice.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. This is the issue that I have picked. And the issue is that when you call this API, and this one, it gives the SKU of the quote items with the custom options. For example, this one, this is the simple product and this is the configurable product. Both products have one color option, that is the red. So when you call this API, it gives the SKU of the items with this, the selected color SKU also. And the expected result is that we must have to got only the quote items SKU, not for the color. So to fix the issue, I have made changes in the two files. The one is this abstract type file where the get SKU method is there, and it is adding the custom option SKU. But I have commented out, or we can say remove that code, and so SKU will not add the color SKU, and the simple product SKU will be written there. Another change I have made in the configurable.php file. My coding screen is visible to you guys?
No, we can just
No?
see the browser.
Okay, just a minute. Is it visible now?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. I was talking about the changes that I have made. I have made changes in the two files. The one is this abstract type PHP, and in that there is a get SKU function. In the function, there is a code to add the custom option SKU. So I have removed that code, and so now the SKU, selected color custom option SKU will not be there. Only product SKU will be written there. Another change I have made in the configurable.php file, there also the code is to get the simple product SKU with the custom options. So I have here also I have commented the code to get the custom option SKU and return the simple product SKU there. So by doing these changes, I have able to fix the issue. Now I will show you the API call in my browser. Okay, my browser is visible to you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. So I have added these two products in the cart, the simple one and the configurable two with the red color option. Okay, and this is a test attribute. So we are going to the process to check out. And we have to execute this API call on the checkout page in the console. I'm executing that. So now that's it. The red color option is not there now. Two SKUs are there, simple one, configurable, 2A. And that is the expected result. That's it from my end.
Okay, are you guys seeing my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so the issue was related to the one field at the checkout page. So let me first describe the issue. So in the backend, in the Magento backend, there is one field under store configuration, customer configuration, to show the prefix of the like Mr. Mrs. At the time of the checkout page in the billing address section. And we can make it optional, required or no. So generally it is optional, but if someone make it required, then at the time of the checkout, it is being required. But when you place an order by filling all these details, order is getting placed, but the field is not saving in the database. So after debugging, I come to know that the issue was only to add one line to fix it, but the debugging part was somewhat hard. So I was debugging the whole place order process, and I come to know that when the order is getting placed, they are saving all the details in the code table, and once the details are saved in the code table, it is automatically copied into the sales table. So I just added one line that fixed the issue over here, the line number 391. So now if anyone adding the prefix at the time of checkout, they can easily get the field saved in the database. Let me add quickly. Okay, let me place an order. Just wait, let the order place so that I can show the field in the database. Meanwhile, let me show you the field. So this was the field. You can see over here for this order. This is the sales order table. So for the previous order, the value was null, though I have filled up the value over here, but it was saved as a null. Now I have fixed the issue, so it will be preserved and saved in the sales order table. Just wait a minute. Okay, so you can see over here, this is the latest order, and I've added the Mr. as a prefix, and it's now getting saved into the database. Previously, the value was saved as a null, but now the value is preserved. So that was the issue. So the fix was only of one line, but the debugging part was somewhat difficult. So I have fixed that issue and make it working. Thank you.
Thank you.
Visible?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is actually will not be reproducible in the core or anywhere in the Magento admin panel, but people will face this issue while custom development. So if we have a requirement like we want to render all the customer attributes and we want to bulk update like the catalog. So if we are using this attribute repository get option array, and we are able to reproduce this issue specifically for store ID. So the title says like this method failed to return the correct options for attribute having the option groups, because there is a 3 level of nesting for the stores, website, store, and store ID. So the response that we are getting using this method is like the website and the store, but we are not getting the values for the store views. But actually customer belongs to a store ID also. So we need to show, we need the data in the format like this. So I made a small change here in the attribute repository and make it recursive. So if somewhere like in Magento, we have this renderer for the UI component, it calls get metadata by code. So suppose the attribute name is like a store ID. So in that case, if we are calling this method, and this method ultimately calls the get option array. So in this case, let me, my PHP storm was visible or not?
No, we can just see your browser.
Okay. So this is the actually class, and let me switch to HP storm. Yeah. So this attribute column is the UI component render, and here we have this method get metadata by code. So suppose the attribute code is a store ID for the customer, and it internally calls this attribute repository, this method, and ultimately this get option array. So in this get option array, previously this code was not there. It was only getting the values. So if we are using only this value, then we are not getting the third level of nesting, because for the store, there is a third level of nesting as well. So if I again switch to browser and show this difference. So previously it was directly getting the get value. So now I have made it like get options. If there are more options here, then again call the same method to get the option values. So after implementation of this, we are getting now the value IDs for the stores. So as an example, if suppose this was the renderer for the created in attribute, it was like this before, and all the option group here were having value 0, empty. After correcting this, we are getting the values and the proper options are getting rendered with the correct value IDs in the same format. We are not able to see this issue in Magento because the customer grid does not have the created in filter. Otherwise, this issue might be reproducible. So it has only website. So this created in is there in the option, but filter is not there. So it's more of a custom. People who will develop a bulk update kind of a module will actually face this issue. So finding this issue took a long time, but the quick issue was a quick fix. So as you can see, I made a call as recursive. That's all.
Nice.
Yes.
So basically, I resolved the issue related to order creation email. Currently, in order item section in price column, the order subtotal was showing, and we need to show the price over there. So I have updated that, and as you can see, here we used to show the price, and the issue was that in order email, in price column, we were showing subtotal. So for that, I have to make changes in few files. Let me just show you that. So first I have to add one more XML in layout file in email item price.xml. Previously there were only default items, so I have added default renderer also, through which the unit price will start coming. Previously the subtotal was coming only. And next thing, I have changed the function. Previously we were using get item price, and now we are using get item price HTML. Also I have added the unit test for it. Previously the unit test was added for a get item price. Now I've changed the function for that. So now if anyone will test the email, the price column will be updated and you will get the correct values. That's it. Thank you.
Basically, I have one created pull request from virtual product. Basically, when you have the virtual product in your cart, they are passing wrong value into here is one here is this one is a normal product and this is a one virtual product. Okay, can you see my code or not?
No, just your browser.
Directly share from pull request.
Okay. Basically, I have created a column. There is one virtual amount and base virtual amount. In this pull, there is one guy which is already explained all the thing into that ticket. Let me show you. Here is the one thing, like when we go to the package physical value passing for that shipping rate, it is passing wall checkout amount, whatever the checkout amount here. Like let's example, $200 is that. So it is passing wall value of that. So whatever the live shipping rate like FedEx, UPS, that is passing wrong cost value for that. So already that column value is getted by the Magento for that, like whatever the physical value, but they are not deducting amount of the virtual. They already did the code like minus of that thing on that. Let me show you. Here you can see that base virtual amount is already minus did that. Here, this get base virtual amount, but that column is not created into database. So basically I created the column, so it saved the value and passing the right value into the package physical value of that particular this attribute. So getting the right shipping rate based on that, whatever your current total of that. That's it from mine.
So actually, this was the bug on which I was working. So means in this means when you are go to the new product create section, and while trying creating a new attribute, means you will get a blank screen like you are seeing in this video.
We can't see the video. We can just see the
Yes.
your browser.
Yes. So this is the issue. Means while clicking on a create a new attribute on an alternate basis,
Sorry,
it is
Shin.
showing a blank.
We can't see your
Actually,
video.
your video is not visible if you are sharing it.
Just a minute. Just a minute.
Since you're using web Zoom, right? So you may have to share everything. It's only showing the browser that you are sharing.
Yes. Wait a second.
Can you click on some another tab?
Just a minute. I'm doing.
Yeah, it's visible now.
Yes. So this is a bug, means I was saying that while creating a new product and you are trying to create a new attribute, you are getting sometimes a blank screen. It's like you can see in this video. So for this, I found that there was an issue in this JS file, that is the insert.js, and means there was a function they was using, that the split function, and means sometime means there is an object is passing in that function that is breaking that functionality. Yeah, so for handling that, means I have added a function in that that is the toString, and means that fix this issue. I will show you in the commit also. You can see this. So I have added this toString function. So it is just converting that means that objects to string also. So that is handling this issue. So I have also tested by creating that attribute from that same screen, means where the issue was occurring, and it is working fine now.
Okay, thank you, Sven.
Okay, Manish.
We do a shipment and create a memo, and when we try to view it, and if we supply a wrong ID into the URL, so it throws the fatal error. So let me share my screen. I will show you the error. So are you guys able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you can say this is the credit memos. Okay. So whenever we create any credit memo, so obviously it gets listed over here. So suppose I view this credit memo. Okay. And so now it get open. Okay. So we can see the ID is 3. Okay. So now I supply the ID which doesn't exist in the Magento. Suppose let's say 150. So you can see the fatal error comes. See. Okay. The same is for the shipment also. I've also generated over here. You can see I've supplied the wrong ID and it's also showing the one. And the same is for the invoice also. So in my PR, let me open my PR. So yeah, so this is my PR. So what I did is, I have added the try catch. Okay, so suppose if so because when we are getting it from the repository, so obviously there is a exception throwing. So but that is not handling in the controller. So I have put it in the try catch. Obviously, so you can say so whenever anything comes, it will handle the error.
अच्छा
And
इसमें ये
obviously, I
कुछ
have also
ऐसा था
changed
ना
the error
जैसे
or
लाइन
redirections
पे
also.
स्टार्ट हुआ था जिसमें पहले वीआर डाल दी थी उसका
Yeah,
Yes, go
okay.
ahead, please.
And I also added the MFTF and unit test coverage also. So you can see I have changed on a lot of files. So yeah, the basic issue is that if you supply the wrong ID to the parameter, so it throws the error. So that's the issue which I have solved it for today.
Great. So you error handling, you did it.
Yeah, error handling, which was not in the controller for the invoice, shipment, and as well as credit memo.
That's nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks.
kudos for the test coverage there. Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
thanks,
I
Kevin.
didn't hear you. Yeah, hi Sarji, how are you?
Good, good. Thanks for the test coverage. That's
Yeah,
really great.
yeah.
Hi, Survi.
Hello.
Yes, please
Hello.
go ahead.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, let me share my screen. Can you?
Yes.
Okay. So I have worked on this issue. It's a small issue. There is a link in the product listing page. Learn more in the list view. Expected is that there should be a see more or more details link instead of learn more, because customer is not going to learn anything. Customer is just checking product more information, so the label should be clear to the customer. Okay, so I have changed in one file, which is this. So I have renamed here learn more to the more details label. Thank you.
The screen here. Can everyone see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah. So in category list API, the root category was returning is active as null. So I've solved that issue because the is active value attribute value in the DB was not set. So I have created a setup file, setup data file for that. To insert that value in the table for our root category. I'll show that the issue which was there. See, this is how the root category is returning null because the entry is missing in the DB. So I've added that setup file for that.
Afrin, we are not able to see your other screen. You need to share complete screen. You had shared only the browser, I think.
Oh, okay. Now, can you see the Postman screen of mine?
No, it's still just the browser.
Okay, I'll just run this API on the browser only so that. I think I'm not able to share my Postman somehow, so I'll just show the issue which was created.
It's fine, I think, Afri. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, this is how it was returning null before, but after the setup, it will return the exact value of that root category. Thank
Right.
you so much.
Thank you. Vijay, do we have any other?
I don't think so. Maybe Sergey will announce winners very soon. So we can just do the winner announcement and then after we can grab for the day.
Okay. Yeah, thank you guys. That was nice work. Thanks for the contribution. Thanks for a really cool activity in Slack. Lots of demos, really detailed. That was really amazing. And this is the point where we have to decide on the rewards, on the most valuable or somehow outstanding contributions. For sure, every contribution matters and every contribution brings a lot of value. But that's always interesting to find some differences in the to find some outstanding parts. However, that was really hard. We tried to do this collectively, and mostly that was based on the priority severity, as that's the main identification by the value, but for sure we had to look a bit deep as well and consider other factors as well. So there are two. So first of all, there are 3 JetBrains licenses that we are going to give away today, and they're going for the most outstanding contributions from our point of view. So the first one, that's Shika Misha for 2 priority 2 Magento 2 pull requests created today, and even 1 pull request to the PWA Studio project. The only code contribution to outside of Magento 2 today, as it appears. Congratulations, Shika. The second one is Gavin Sharma for the complex fix and for the unit and MFTF test coverage provided straight away in the pull request. That's an amazing example of the proper quality fix with the test coverage. Congratulations, Gavin. Here, I would like to say that it would be good to cover all the fixes with some kind of tests. So it's not exactly required to cover your fix with 2 types of tests like Govin did, but at least one is enough, like MFTF or integration test, just to ensure the issue will not be reintroduced later. So we will probably request that on the pull requests that were done today. That will be good if you will do that. Okay, then the third JetBrains license goes to Nitish Singh for the laconic fix to a very important issue for Magento. The options that were not returned correctly. Once again, guys, sorry if I pronounce someone's name or last name incorrectly. I'm trying my best, but I'm not too used to the proper pronunciation, so I think you will apologize me on that. Okay, and there are 5 power banks that we are going to award. And the first one goes to Sanjay Patel, who provided an important fix for checkout. Then the second for Chirag Dodia, for the there was a simple issue fix, right? But a lot of time, a lot of efforts required was required to locate this fix and debug it. Then there was an important URL rewrites issue fixed by Sarabjit Singh. Another power ban goes to him. And there was a fix for the order for the sales module, where the total due was not updated correctly for the order. That was contributed by Amit Vishwakarma. And the last power bank we decided to award to, as it appears, the only QA contributor of the today's contribution day, that is Prakash Prajapati. That's all. Congratulations, guys. Thanks for your efforts. Thanks for trying to be outstanding on this contribution day, and thanks to showing a really awesome activity.
Yeah, congratulations to all winners. And those who have created PR and they are not this winner, they are also getting the Amazon voucher for 1,000 rupees. So everyone is getting some prizes from here.
And maybe if I get a minute, I'll actually want to call out the support that we got from Sergey, Rodrigo, and Gabriel. Thanks a lot. I think Rodrigo, it's completely opposite clock for you, right? So if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, he said 1 a.m. Once we started, at that time I was talking with him.
Now it's 9 a.m.
And now it's 9.
So yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot for spending your Friday evening with us and almost all of your Saturday morning with us. And thank you everyone who contributed. This is really exciting. Thank you, Vijay, and thank you, Manish, for putting all the efforts and getting this over the line.
Thank you all. It was really awesome.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Really, we enjoyed this.
Yeah, huge thanks to organizers team as well. Everything was done really smoothly and in a fun, enjoyable way. Guys, that's an example on how such distributed contributions they should be organized. Really cool.
Wow. Okay. Any news, Vijay? Yeah.
No. Yeah, I think we have taken a lot of time, so I think we should now relieve everyone.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your call contribution. Yeah. Thank you, Sergi. Thank you, Gabriel. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Vikrant. Yeah.
Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
everyone.
Thanks.
Have a good
Thanks,
evening.
guys. Bye bye.